everyone. So today we are launching our main strategic revision program. So now 16 June 2024 is over, done and dusted. So there will be three kinds of aspirants. First kind of aspirants who are getting a safe score, right? Now if you are getting a safe score, then without thinking you should start preparing for your mains examination. Then there are second type of aspirants will be there who are not really sure, who are on the border or who are scoring less marks, who are not very sure if they will clear or not. For those students, just ask one question to yourself, that is this my last attempt? Yes, obviously this is not your last attempt. Is this the last time you are preparing for the mains? Obviously not. You have to prepare for 2025. So please give up this habit of overthinking about what went wrong, if I'll clear, if I'll not clear, checking up 5 institutes, 6 institutes, keys, getting happy with one key and then getting sad with another key. It just wastes your time, right? So even if you are on the border or even if you are getting less marks, it is the best time for you to start your mains preparation. Think this failure as a head start for the people for whom are yet to start the mains preparation or who are giving this mains in your 2 months. So you have that head start that I have to anyhow give in 2025, why not start my preparation? Instead of self-pity, instead of crying over spilt milk, like okay my marks are less, it's okay, happens with everyone, there's nothing new. It's an exam of rejection, not acceptance, right? One thing you should be clear. So there are limited seats, so there will be a cutoff. There is no thing that you have to be sad about it. The thing is you have to get up with double the zeal and start preparing for mains. So this main strategic program is for those students also who are not really sure about their score, right? Now the third type will be the students who are yet to, who have yet to give one attempt, right? Their first attempt will be 2025 again. This is a good and a very novel program for you. This is the only program here in Hyderabad which is giving you classes also, which is giving you tests also, and there is one-to-one mentorship also. All the three things are combined in this one whole program, right? So you might be of any type. You might be a person who is clearing very well, congratulations, this is the program for you. Even if you are on the border, then this program is also for you, and even if you are preparing for 2025, it is for you, right? Because in a very limited period of time, we will be covering the entire GS specific syllabus, right? So now GS specific syllabus, when you are doing on your own, there is not one single sources there, right? There is component of answer writing also. It's not that you can it's not like prelim that you can download few MCQs and solve it on your own. You need some guidance. So mentorship is being provided. So no matter at what situation you are at now, anyhow at some point of time you will be giving mains and this program is catering to you, right? So stop thinking, start acting with this particular program. Right? So now coming to the essay and ethics part, I will be taking these two components, that is your GS4 paper and your first paper, that is your essay. Now the thing about these two things is, these are the two areas where your maximum marks lie, right? If you compare it with GS, maximum score, if you are doing very well, and that's also very rare, you will get art max 110 to 120 marks. That is the range. And if you talk about average marks hover around 90 to 100, right? But this is a bit of change when we talk about your essay paper and your ethics paper. Like recently, the last year's result, your rank 2, he had 150 marks in your essay paper and also good marks above 120 in your ethics examination. And over the years, it has been seen that the range of marks in essay and ethics are high as compared to your other GS paper, right? Then secondly, advantage with essay is, nowhere you can score 140 or 150 in your GS paper, but that is very much possible in your essay paper, and your effort is very less. You attend those classes here, 6 classes are assigned for your essay classes, 3 hours classes will be there. You learn how to structure your essay, you learn how to reproduce content for your essay. You will be realizing that you won't need anything extra out of that, right? We'll be covering everything in the class, right? At the end of the classes, you will have content also. You will be knowing how to write an essay also. And after that, there is obviously test is there. So your entire preparation can be done in 6 months, right? Because I'll be teaching you those ways in which you can lessen your effort and maximize your marks in your essay paper, right? Similarly, same things we will be doing with your ethics. Again, ethics is one paper where you can maximize your marks. The essay and your ethics, both of them are your high yielding areas. Less effort, more marks. If you compare with other GS papers, say GS1 is there. So you have to study history. In history, you will read ancient, medieval, modern, post-independence, world history, Indian society, and your geography, right? Then you will be preparing for 1 to 50 marks paper. Essay, you just prepare, need to know the structure, you need to know little bit of content which will anyhow 50% will come from your GS. And your ethics, again, that is just one paper you have to prepare. There are no multiple parts. You don't have to pick up multiple books for here, right? We'll be providing you your notes also. So like this area is very important. You are clearing this exam this year, not clearing exam this year, doesn't matter. This is one of the most important part of your preparation after your optional, right? And for the people who are clearing comfortably, apart from this, start preparing your optional also. Right? Other than GS, that is the main kingmaker if you talk about in your UPSC is your optional. So apart from our program, start focusing on that. Right? So now moving on to how we will be covering our essay. Right? So when we think about an ideal essay, how to write an ideal essay, so there are few questions like how to write it, what to write, right? How to ensure connectivity. That is one of the biggest question among students, that I have the content, I know what to write, I understand the code, but I don't know how to connect different paragraphs, right? And then how to integrate your analysis and your examples which you have. That is the major issue when we start attempting essay, right? So I have prepared one mnemonic kind of thing, that if we are talking about an ideal essay, we'll be doing this in detail. This is just a glimpse of the class which we'll be having further on. That if we are talking about an ideal essay, we are talking about, if I am taking it as an insightful introduction, how to have an insightful introduction in your essay. What does an insightful introduction means, right? Then there has to be a detailed development in your essay, right? You have to give an analysis in a detailed form. It is not 150 words paper. You have to write 1000 words. How to in detail develop your essay, we will learn that. Then we will see how to include your examples and evidences in your essay paper. Then how to have an analytical approach in your essay, right? How to analyze different perspectives and include them into your essay. That we will be covering. Then how to maintain that logical flow, that all the paragraphs are connected with each other, right? That is your ideal. And then if we talk about an ideal essay E, we will see how to make it engaging, right? So that it binds the attention of the examiner. You're not just writing a technical GS answer, but it is engaging in nature. The examiner is feeling like flipping the pages, that what happens next, right? What will be the student writing in the next page? We will learn how to make your essay very engaging, right? All these things we will be learning in those 6 classes. Then how to structure it, the biggest question, right? How to start, how in the between the body of the essay, what kind of dimension will be there. If you're writing your body of your essay, after that, if you're ending with conclusion, how to structure the entire thing, we'll be doing that. Then how to synthesize your ideas. Mostly what happens is when we start writing essays, there are a lot of thoughts, lot of chatter in the mind, right? So how to synthesize them into proper ideas on paper, right? That we will be learning in our classes. Then how to make it argumentative. Your essay has to be argumentative. You have to include all the arguments, positive, negative, right? Pros, cons, and how to integrate all these things. Again, in the class we will be covering. And then lastly, your voice. That is very important in your essay. Your own voice, your own views should reflect, not what ABC thinker said, right? Not what Karl Marx said or not what, probably Shashi Tharoor is saying. It is your voice. Your voice should reflect in your essay. And how your voice will be reflecting in the essay? We will be covering all these things, right? So that we can write an ideal essay. We can get 150 plus marks, right? And all these things which I have discussed right now about essay, I have applied it, right? I have done lot of brainstorming. When I gave my mains, I had 150 plus 2 times, right? And all these things I have learned over time, right? When I gave my first attempt, my essay score was very low. I thought I could write very well, right? But my essay score was just 90 marks. Then I realized that what essays we were writing in school, colleges is very different from the UPSC paper, right? Then I did lot of brainstorming and came up with proper structure which ensured that consecutively that consistency in marks is maintained. That means that model works. And this model has been used by numerous people. I have so many mentors for your essay and they have got marks in your 140, 150 range. And if you get this boost from your essay paper of 140, 150 marks, obviously you will be clearing. At least you will be getting an interview call, right? Okay. Similarly, if we move on to your ethics answer, again, things is how to write things. Do we need to focus on ethical theories or do we need to focus on examples? How to integrate examples and thinker's view? Which examples to write, which examples to avoid? How to look like an ethical person when you are writing these answers, right? So this is one common problem which aspirants face, and secondly, not having a single source, right? Not having a proper source of your ethics paper. And if you see the videos also online, mostly it is being focused on the theories, and if you go through the PYQs, you will realize ethics paper is more application based rather than there will be 1 or 2 questions regarding theories, but more it is application based. Like once UPSC asks, what does happiness means to you? Very abstract question, right? How to attempt these kind of abstract questions where you cannot find answer for this. It is your own personal view, what does happiness means to you, but you have to get marks out of that. So we will learn how to structure your ethics answer so that if any question comes up which you have not even read, you can attempt it in a manner that you can get good marks in your ethics paper. And I will be providing you notes also, single source. There are a lot of examples included there. And every topic is covered very exhaustively, very comprehensively. You won't need any other source to refer other than that, right? So all these things will be there in your program. And ethics also we will see that if you're talking about ethics answer, how to use your evidences and examples in your ethics paper. Then how to inculcate different ethical theories in your paper. That is also very important. You will be using, we will see that in your ethics paper that you are doing an analysis also, you are integrating theories also, and you are integrating your examples also. These 3 things will make a good ethics answer. All the 3 things should be included. Sometimes what happens is people just include the examples in their paper, or just include the theories what a person has said, or just do the analysis without the rest of the 2 things. We'll see how to integrate these 3 components so your answer becomes very nice, very comprehensive, different from other people, and has a capability to score good marks, above average marks, right? Then how to have a holistic view, right? In your ethics part, how to generate different dimensions to make it a holistic answer. Then how to integrate different perspectives, different viewpoints in your answer, we will cover that. Then how to bring about clarity in your ethics answer. One of the major problem with your students is that clarity is lacking in ethics paper. They are thinking something but they're not able to put it down on the paper, right? And the thoughts are very haphazard. They're not in a proper order. We will learn in the classes how to bring about a clarity in your ethics answer so that your examiner has a very crystal clear view that okay, this is what this person is meaning when he's writing particular thing, right? Then lastly, your answers we will see in your ethics and any GS paper you are writing, it has to be solution oriented, right? Now how to include solutions in your ethics paper, right? It is a GS paper only, and any GS paper your end has to be towards solutions. So we will see how to give ethical solutions in your answers, right? So these all things will be included, and this whole mnemonic, this whole program has been very meticulously planned, right? If I am taking class or Gautam sir are taking class, we are giving you a filtered knowledge, right? We have done that, we have been there, right? We have faced failures, and now we know what works, what doesn't work, right? So all these things we want to provide you, so that this should be your last mains if you are giving, right? So we are providing that particular thing which will help you to clear the exam, right? And lastly, the question is, why a combination of essay and ethics? Once we have started with the classes, you will realize lot of the content of your essay can be used in your ethics, and your ethics content can be used in your essay, specifically now when your essay questions are mostly a philosophical quote based, right? They are morely on the ethical side. So you will find that there will be a combination of content which can be used for both the things. So it is very advisable, if you are starting with your mains preparation, do your essay ethics optional. This should be the order, right? And then obviously your GS papers. So all these things will help you get good marks in your mains, right? And also help you get an interview call, and yes, obviously we will hope that you will get a good rank out of it. Like ma'am told that many rankers last year, they have benefited from this program, right? Because this plan, this whole main strategic revision program has been designed in such a manner that with very limited classes you get maximum information, maximum knowledge, plus learn the skill of answer writing with help of the mentorship, right? It's a hand-holding exercise. We will make sure even if you are at the 0 point of answer writing, you will be at the 100 at the end of the classes, right? So Gautam sir will continue with the other specificities of the program, and the schedule of the entire main strategic program will be released shortly. Thank you so much.